All right, it's showtime. Hey, everybody. It's November already. You believe it? And it's election day. Whoa. Whoa. Hope you all went out and did your part. See, I got my vote sticker on. And hope you all went and voted today. All that you that were registered. And did your part for democracy. And I see I got my name spelled wrong over there. It's the way my day's been going. So, anyhow, let's get started. Have some fun, anyhow. Even though does say Widmer instead of Wilmer. But that's okay. Well, you know who I am, I think. So we're going to start out. Dwight gets the cookie. Then we had Thomas Trains. And then there's my good old buddy Dale Bass. Hi, Ball and Hogger. How's it going, buddy? Grandpa Rails. Congratulations, Grandpa Rails, for hitting 1,000. We got John Nuffle. Thomas Trains. Dave, the Carolina Foothills Railroad. Let me go through here. There's Hot Dog Andy. Hot Dog Pilot Andy. Sorry about that. Everybody saying howdy do, howdy do. There's my good old friend Sparky 107107. All right, he's got the key for his window. There's my buddy John from Schuylkill River Valley. And let's see here. Everybody just still saying hi, hi, hi. There's Kyle. Kyle Stevens. How's it going tonight, buddy? There's Joe Raider, the Black Rock Central Railroad. How you doing tonight, Joe? Old buddy. That's definitely not bad. I agree with you. John was my first contest winner. Yep. I think it was 100 subscribers. I think he won the. I don't even remember what the prize was, John. Right? Maybe it was, or did I hit? I don't know. Maybe I won your first prize. It was one of them deals. There's Delmarva Rail Fan. How's it going? Floyd, my good friend Floyd Robbins. There's my granddaughter, Cheyenne. She voted for the first time today. Not bad. I took her with me. Yes. I watched my granddaughter vote for the first time. Did her American patriotic duty. Good for her. Proud of her. Let's see here. Doing Curly. Everybody saying hi to Shy. And we got through. Well, I'm doing well. I'm not. I go on the 19th and I get some cataract surgery done to the right eye. And then on December 3rd, I get the left eye done. So I'm going to get the cataracts removed. So that will make me even better. I'll be able to see pretty clear anymore. Right now I'm seeing, but it's making life a little bit rougher. But that's okay. I can still see, though. Just, it's hard doing close-up things. If it's real bright and sunny out, I have a lot of fun with that. I got a pair of sunglasses that help a bunch. Other than that, I'm doing pretty good, I think. Oh, okay. I was your first contest winner. I know it was a long time ago. It seems like a long time ago. I mean, my goodness, it seems like I've been now doing this forever. And it's really, when you think about it in the scheme of things, it really hasn't been that long. But it seems like it. Ken Amos saying hi to everybody. There's Jim Galton from Dundas Junction Model Railroad. How you doing tonight there, James? There's Ken Amos. How's it doing tonight, Ken? And we got Kenward Model Railroad and Railroad Channel. How you doing there, Kenward? Good to have you in here tonight. I think I got everybody caught up. Everybody. Oh, nope. There's Anthony, Georgia Sunbelt. How's it going, buddy? Well, you're on a world tour right now, aren't you? I've been watching your videos of some of these places you've been. You're all over the place. There's Russ's Rockin' O and HO Trains and Stuff. How's it going tonight, Russ? That's all right. You hanging around and get your tummy full. Doing good. That's always good to hear. There's Del. I did say hi to you. And I think I got caught up. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm all caught up here. That's good. All right. So for tonight, what I'm going to do, I don't have my compadre here so I can pick on. No, he's getting ready for his, I guess, Christmas pageant at his church, and he's doing practice. I guess he's in a quartet. And if you ever heard Robert sing, Robert can sing. He just don't do it that often. Does it at church. But Robert has a good voice. So anyhow, he's practicing with 3 other guys and to do their, I hope he videos some of it once he gets it all together, because it's pretty cool. Plus he's been playing with his new toy. If you've seen the video, I've told him he needs to make a good video where he walks around and gets the whole car, because I've seen that car in person. I rode in that car before he did, and it is sweet. So, all righty. But anyhow, what I thought I'd do tonight, since it's election day here in America, and what an important day it is, I thought we'd have our own voting for just for fun and laughs, just for some laughs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a couple words that are model train related, and you got to vote which way you want to go. And give you a good example. We'll start out Digitrax or NCE. Which way would you vote? Wilmer for president. No, I wouldn't have that job for nothing. No, we'd be all in trouble. There we go, Grandpa Rails. There's one for NCE. We got an NCE vote. Okay. Dwight says NCE. Kyle says Digitrax. Let's see, we got Georgia Sunbelt says NCE. Hot Rod Andy says NCE. Carolina Foothills says NCE. Boy, there's a lot of NCE. It looks like a landslide here. It sounds like NCE takes the a big one here. I throw my vote in for NCE. So another guy for Digitrax. Both of those systems are great systems. They really are. I think the advantage of the NCE is it's simple. It's probably one of the simpler ones. It's just a lot simpler to operate. I think my biggest beef with Digitrax is it is a little bit complicated, and those little tiny little buttons on their controllers. I mean, and the little teeny weeny knobs to try to get to the number to do your addresses and stuff. Yep. Hey, Mark, how's it going from Stu Structures? How's it going, buddy? Oh, wrong one. That one. There we go. And Ken says, actually, the system I'm dining for my grandkids is a DCC Plus and I made my own controllers. Works great. That's cool. Yeah, I thought about doing that once. I just am not electronically inclined to do that kind of stuff. I really aren't. Matter of fact, I went and even bought a. Let's see, where is that? Oh, it's here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. I went and bought this kit. It's a super starter kit to do an Uno. Because you remember Tom's Trains and things, he used to be really into doing that, and informing it and so forth. And man, I thought that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build it to where this is my own little system and everything. And I opened this case up and looked inside, and I shut it back up, and it's been down there ever since. They give me a CD to watch or to put in the computer, and it would do all that, but never got there. Floyd says all the people in the area has Digitrax. And you know what, Floyd? Most of the people around here that I've went and seen their layouts around here have Digitrax also. That anybody that's been in the business for a while, most of them have Digitrax. But guys like me that didn't get go DCC for. I was already on YouTube. Oh, I'll bet you 3 years before I got a NCE system, and it was so simple just to switch over from DCC from DC to DCC. With that, it was just so simple, and for that reason, I got to go with NCE. But I have, since then, I've operated on Digitrax systems, and there's not a thing wrong with them other than their controllers have the little dinky knobs and buttons. My big fat sausage fingers I have a hard time with it. Doing a dang spell check. I understand. I understand that, and Ken. Look at my name there. I misspelled my own name. I didn't realize it till I was on the air. You've never even held an NCE. You need to come over on the wild side. I'm telling you, Kyle. Once you do it, they'll never go back. What's up with that? Derek Alexander. I don't think Robert's here tonight. And at least he told me he wasn't going to be here. Unless you've seen him. But Derek, we're happy to have you here, buddy. They're saying hi to Derek. Nathan, my friend, how you doing tonight? Nathan DeLay's in the house. Yeah, Stu, I know exactly what you're saying. If you see how much I got in DC, that I haven't, but I have a switch here, which I've never wired up because I hate doing wiring, but I have a switch here that I can switch back and forth if I wanted to. And I can pull out some of my old DC stuff. I have a lot of steam engines in DC. I can't afford a DCC steam engine. Even the Bachmans, I mean, they're just not bad. I have one steam engine, and that was because Benny, who used to do the On Track Tuesday with, as a matter of fact, he was the guy that got it all started. He drew the picture that we have at our little logo. He converted this one into DCC, and that he fixed it. It was a one that I had got from. You go back and look at the videos. I tell you all about it, but earlier videos. But he fixed it and gave it back to me at Steamtown, and I run it once in a while, but it's not much of a puller. It just don't seem to pull good. I think it needs more weight. I'm just afraid to open it up because it sounds fantastic. He put a great little sound decoder in it, and it's got all the lights in that, and it's pretty cool. I'll have to get it out and do a video on that. I haven't had it out for a long time. I'll have to get it out. Maybe do a video on it. Well, that's pretty cool. That's right. You're doing 3D printing. Yeah, yeah. I like your uncle. He's a pretty cool guy. So, yes, they did. Hey, Wilmer, I have an antique RGS railroad spike from Colorado in 1888. Pretty cool. There's Raymond Anthony, 127. How you doing tonight? Boxcar Jerry's in here? I didn't see Jerry. How did I miss him? If you're in here, Jerry, I say howdy, howdy. There's Todd Armstrong, trackside action. And I got to the end again. So we got there. So that most people in here tonight have voted for NCE. So we'll make NCE the clear winner, or color in that part of the country. Next one I got is, here we go, guys. You're going to love this. Scale Trains or Athearn? Scale Trains or Athearn? Scale Trains or Athearns? Thomas says Digitrax. Scale Trains or Athearn? There's one for Athearn. Interesting that you vote NCE. It shows that you're sure. Okay. There's a Scale Trains. There's another Athearn. Another Athearn. Scale Trains. Athearn. Stu says scale trains didn't exist in DCC. Derek says scale trains didn't exist in my era, so they lose. So that's it. I guess a vote for Athearn. I don't know any scale trains. Okay, so that's an Athearn. Blue blocks, I'm cheap. Yeah, I hear you, brother. Here's a scale trains. No, he didn't, Nathan. Not that I remember. Yes, I do have a scale train. Matter of fact, I have a couple of them, believe it or not. Mark, he wants to. I want to the big dollar stuff. Floyd says Athearn for him. Never had a scale trains locomotive. Yeah, it's hard to compare if you don't have one. The Rio Grande Southern Railroad spike is famous in Colorado. Yes, sir. Joe. Come on now, Joe. I'm taking it easy. Scale train or Bachman? Or Athearn or Bachman? All right. Well, we'll call an end to that one. And Athearn definitely blowed out scale trains. But I think a lot of them, because a lot of guys don't have the scale trains to really compare. Well, brass, that's cool stuff. Kyle says he likes them both. Just hard to vote on scale trains when you've seen 3 of them models. I've only seen 3 of them and I have tons of Genesis models. Yeah. Well, I have an Athearn's Genesis and I have a scale trains rivet counter, and both of them were gifts. Okay. I also have I have a couple Athearn blue boxers. But the scale trains, I have another scale trains. I think it's a rivet counter, but it's an older scale trains. Here, I'm with one of the comments somebody made. The only thing I have with scale trains is they're like almost all modern. Okay. And if you have older era stuff, get into it. Where Athearn's been around a long time and they have a big selection. So on that aspect, I too would have to go with Athearn. But as far as them running, and performance and sound and detail, they're about neck to neck to me. I like them both. One thing with scale trains, I just detest with for as nice as they are. I wish they'd put I wish they'd put on and this is probably all the manufacturers put on a metal coupler and just put a KD on it. My goodness, I don't I know we went through this before, but I do not like the scale train couplers. I know they fixed them from the old ones, but they still ain't. I still don't like them. Still don't like them. Not on the rolling stock, not on their engines. I don't like them. So at that point, the Atherons should be putting metal ones on too, especially for what you pay for a rivet counter or a Genesis. It's just so. You got your passport probably 4 or 3 weeks ago. I'm saying, oh, you're going to go to England. Well, I hope you do get enough money to go to England. That's pretty fantastic, Nathan. That'd be really cool. Yeah, Mark. I like brass too. Matter of fact, when I go to the Timonium train show, I go back there to the guy that has all the brass. And all I can do there is get yelled at, and I have to move because I drooled on the stuff too much. It's beautiful stuff. I just can't afford it. That's way out of my league. But yeah. Yeah, it does. Athearn does have more choices. You know, as Scale Train grows, I'm sure they'll be just as good. You know, I really do. Still, Scale Trains, you figure, is still a fairly new company. I think they're doing fantastic for a company that hasn't been around that long. You know. How about River Rossi? How about them? There's some serious detail to a lot of their stuff. I have a couple River Rossi engines in DC, not in DCC, but I have them in DC. And yeah. Athearn or Tyco? I ain't even good. Yep. And that's just because, like I said, because they haven't been around that long. That's all. And you look at Crooked Dave, who ain't here to defend himself, but I've been to his place. He has a lot of scale trains. And he really likes them because he says their service is good. They back their stuff. They perform well. He has some Athearns too. Don't get me wrong. Athearn wouldn't be as old a company and around as long as they have if they didn't stand behind their stuff and was pretty decent with it. So. All right. So we're going to give the square for Athearn. Now we're going to go, and this is probably more for rolling stock than anything. Okay. Do we like Atlas Trainman or Walthers Mainline? I think they're pretty close to the in the same type of league. I think. Yeah, the brass stuff is nice. And that's another killer too, Joe. I'm with you. I like the 4-axle stuff myself. So trying to get caught up here. Yeah, I got some Bachmann. I got some Bachmann Spectrum too, and I have no beef at all about Bachmann. They're great for the price. They really are. Yeah, I agree with you, Anthony. But you know where I'm coming from. Yep. And I understand where you're coming from, Kyle. And like I said, I'm sure as scale trains grows, they'll, we're going to see more variety. Thank you, Grandpa Rails. Trying to get caught up here so I can get to my. There we go. Getting into my boat now. So the boat now is up to Atlas Trainman or Walthers Mainline. And Dave says, Walthers Mainline. It's one for hit. Not fair. Not fair. Both are good. Yeah. I'm sure you lean one way or more or the other. Anthony says Mainline. Joe. That wasn't the question, Joe. Jeeps. All right, Sparky says Walthers. And that's because I hang out with them and kind of drink 2 or 3 of them at the hotel in Amherst. There you go. You don't have any experience with Walthers Mainline or Atlas Trainman? Huh. Yeah, I agree with you there, Mark. I really do. I'm going to get into that too. Ken Amos says Walthers. Bachman Spectrum. Best 440s made. I hear you. Bachman has come a long way over the years. They really have. That older models are so from Atlas and Intermountain, but even the later is getting more into the modern. Yep, I agree with you. They're not available. I don't know. Is that a Canadian thing? Yeah, getting back to that right there, what you've said, James, I understand because around here, but it's starting to get better. Rapido is not too readily available at my hobby stores, which the Rapidos that I have seen are fantastic, but you don't see them. I think a lot of it's because of cost, so and that might be the reason why you don't see a lot of scale trains. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I have no proof of that. Yeah. All good runners, huh? There you go. I've thought about getting a Shay off of them. I really have. I can't bring myself to spend that kind of money. At least not right yet. I got a plan. All right. I'm with you, buddy. Those are my very favorite is the 40-foot box cars. I really love them. It's my favorite. That's my favorite rolling stock is a 40-foot box car. It really is. 50 foots are good, but nothing like a 40-footer. Atlas Gold. If you're going to go Atlas, I don't know if you're thinking the budget friendly. I hear you. Yeah, as we're going here, here's what I got with Atlas. I love the detail that Atlas puts into the rolling stock. Now, I don't have an Atlas engine, so I can't compare there. But their rolling stock, I love the details that they're putting into them. Quality's great, except for one thing again. Their couplers, they stink. That's exact right words for them. They stink. I hate them. I just hate their couplers. Okay. Waters mainline or any of them, you know what I mean? Their couplers, even though they're plastic, they work good. I don't have a big problem with them. Okay. So I don't have to change them out right away to KDs until they start to give me a problem. Okay. Plastic couplers eventually get changed out. That's all there is to it. But Atlas, I wish these manufacturers would get the message. My phone's telling me it's about dead. I plan to get one of Bachman's Dreyfus Hudsons when they come out. I haven't seen a Bachman model in about 10 years. You need to take a look, especially their steam. Their steam has come a long way. And I'll tell you what, their modern Amtrak stuff that they've been coming out with now is wow. And Bachman's come a long way. No, I know some friends that have bought them, have ordered them in. Okay, because I said nobody seems to stock them around here because they're expensive because I think the tariffs from Canada to here or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Just like when you buy American goods over to there, you see the price difference. It's just, but what I've seen of them, good stuff, really good stuff. They put metal couplers on. Yep, they are expensive, but you get what you pay for. I'm telling you, they're a quality product. Okay, Sparky saying Scale Trains is available at 2 brick and mortar shops, one in St. Thomas and Railway City Hobbies, and the one in Mississauga. Mississauga? I've forgot that store since the prices change every 5 minutes. Mississauga? Is that really a place, a Mississauga? Like Mississippi or Minnesota? That's what it sounds. Oh my. I hope that ain't a real place. If it is, I'm like, oh boy. No. Yeah, I like 40-foot boxcars, and they're in use on my railroad no matter what year it is. Just because I like them, that's all. Yep, I agree with you, Sparky. I agree with you. It's a shame. For what you pay for those models, you should get a metal coupler. Yep. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I know that for a fact. And that's very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Is that right? Dave, the ones that I have, well, I only have, there's two brick and mortars that are anywhere close here that would be able to do anything for me. The one I don't care for the guy. The other one I love the guy. Uh, uh, and the guy that I really like dealing with, he can get them, but I can get them online cheaper, you know. So. Titanium couplers would definitely be reliable, but I don't see them making them out of titanium. That's pretty expensive. But anyhow, yeah. So in that one, it looks like the Mothers main lines winning out over Atlas. I give Atlas an honorable mention if they just throw their coupling. Robert's the one that I was having trouble. I have only a couple pieces of Atlas. I was having trouble with them, and Robert said, take them couplers off and throw them in the garbage. And as soon as you did, I had straightened the problem right up. So, yeah. So, all right. Let's move on to our next one here. We're starting to run out of time here on my list here. We probably won't get to all of them. Let's see which one will be. Here we go. This ought to get some blood going here. All right. Get into a heated debate here. Diesel or steam? Diesel or steam? I have a feeling I know which one's going to win out on this, but I could be wrong. Diesel or steam? There's a steam. Another steam. Hot Dog Andy and Ken Amos say steam. Kyle says yes. I like them both too, Kyle. My write-in is electric. That ain't part of the deal there. That's a third party vote there. There's another Stiesel. Stiesel. There's a diesel. That's where I'm at. I love steam, but I run mostly diesels. So I'm going to give that as a diesel. There's another diesel. Like them both. I think most of us would say we like them both. Most of us. And I like, this is a steam, but he mostly runs diesel. Yeah, I think we'd all kind of agree with that. Yep, no denying the roots. It's exactly right. And I'm going to tell you, every time in real life you see a steam engine, it's so special. It really is. I don't care if it's a small engine or a large one. It's special. It's just special. There's something about hearing that steam whistle and the steam coming out the side and the chug and chug and chug and it's great. Hiya, Gus. How you doing tonight? Yeah, Kyle, I hear you. I'm going to have to get off of here, too, because I have to go pick my wife up. She's doing some missions work for a church, and so and she's just about done, so I have to go pick her up. So I'm going to have to cut out here early, too. So I enjoyed speaking about the different things that we could vote for. We could do that all night long and give us a good conversation. So I hope you enjoyed my election day poll thing. And by the way, the steam and diesel was a dead heat. So too close to call at this time. So I want to wish everybody a good night. And thank you for stopping in. I don't know if Tony's going to be back next week. I haven't heard from him. If any of you guys are in contact with Redbird Tony, tell him to pop on do a quick live stream and say hi to everybody and let us know how he's doing. Okay? All right. Until the next time, we all get together, and I want to just say, not bad. God bless everybody, and take care, and we'll see you. I don't know when. You never know when I'm going to pop in. Okay, so Redbird Tony's supposed to be next week. I don't know if he will. I'll try to, if I can remember, I'll try to throw him a text and see if he answers me, and we'll go from there. All right. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for stopping in and saying hi. It's always fun doing these things. And so we'll say good night, all. Take care. God bless. And have a very good rest of your election day. Don't let the results depress you or make you I hope it all makes you happy one way or the other. The happiest part of it is them stinking ads are going to quit. So we'll talk to you later. Bye now.